Chechnya, to the fanatics of Al-Qaeda on the streets of New York. The whole world now faces a pitiless enemy. Today in Iraq, there are more suicide attacks in a single month than a whole year of bombings in Israel. Suicide bombers. Who are they? What motivates them? And how can they perform such unthinkable acts of inhumanity? My name is Robert Baer. For more than 20 years, I worked as an undercover agent for the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, in some of the Middle East's most dangerous countries. 25 years ago, I was stationed in the Middle East when suicide bombers killed 380 Westerners. The Beirut bombings were the worst terrorist attacks until 9/11. I lost several colleagues in those explosions, and although I've now left the CIA, at the time, I vowed to make it my life's mission to find out who did it, and why, and where the call to suicide bombing started. Tehran, the capital of Iran. Home to 70 million Muslims. The American government has accused Iran of being a state sponsor of terrorism and of trying to develop nuclear weapons. Iran is also the birthplace of the suicide bomber. If you want to understand what is going on in Iran, the best place to start is noon prayers at Tehran University. Every Friday, more than 10,000 worshippers gather to hear the regime's latest thinking. The day before I arrived, there were reports that an American guard at Guantanamo Bay had desecrated the Koran. It was not a good time for an American, and especially a former CIA agent, to be in Iran. How many of you are ready to die for Iran and Islam? How many here?
You know, when it comes to the issue of Quran, we are not joking about dying for them. It says until the last drop of our blood, we will defend Quran.
In modern Iran, politics has always been dominated by a revolutionary faith. In 1979, a popular uprising against the Western-backed Shah was transformed into a religious revolution by one man, Ayatollah Khomeini. A year later, Iran was thrown into more chaos when it was invaded by its neighbor Iraq. Khomeini called for a holy war and promised a place in paradise to anyone who was martyred defending the revolution. In calling for martyrs, Khomeini was drawing on a tradition that went back nearly 1,400 years. Shortly after its birth, Islam has split into two sects, the majority Sunni and the minority Shia. They have continually fought for dominance ever since. In 680 AD, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, Imam Hussein, led his outnumbered army against the Caliph, Yazid, at the Battle of Karbala. Every year, Shia Muslims reenact this battle in a bloody passion play. Soldiers are slaughtered one by one until finally it's his turn to die. Surrounded, he is killed and his body is mutilated. Hussein's martyrdom is viewed by the Shia as a symbol of their struggle against tyranny and slavery, a path to salvation. Any who follow it are promised an assured place in paradise. Khomeini's trick was to reset this ancient battle in modern times, so